Hey man, no matter who wins the finals, Jeremy Shochan is going to be a champion. He gets a ring at the end of this. Let's talk about it. So for the 2026 NBA Finals, we have the San Antonio Spurs going up against the New York Knicks. Victor Wembanyama versus Jalen Brunson. The cool thing about this season is that no matter who wins the NBA Finals, we're getting a new champion in the last 8 years. Is the streak continues. There's a couple things I want to talk about. Nothing too crazy, and I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, because I know that people are beating this to death. First things first, I need to talk about Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson has been on a run. Man sacrificed Jalen Brunson ball to play a brand of basketball that is team oriented. The New York Knicks are running the offense through Cat by passing it to him at the top of the key, and Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, and OG Anunoby has thrived in this offense. Jalen Brunson specifically is taking a step back and let Cat handle the offensive duties as far as playmaking for the most part. And whenever his time is called, usually in the fourth quarter, Clutch Player of the Year comes through, and this man delivers every single time. The problem is the Spurs are going to have a full plate with this one. Brunson is not like SGA. Don't get me wrong. I love SGA, two-time MVP. The flopping, and some of the theatrics that he does when trying to score the ball is the total opposite of Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson uses his lower center of gravity and his surprisingly quick first step, and on top of that, he uses his strength to get into the body of the defender, create a sliver of space, and hits a patented pull-up jumper from the mid-range. Castle, De'Aaron Fox, and Dylan Harper are all going to have their hands full dealing with Jalen Brunson. Because not only does Jalen Brunson benefit from this offense, Mikal Bridges and, like I said prior, Mikal Bridges and OG benefit from this as well. Another thing to think about is OG and Mikal Bridges can make their own shots. They are shot creators. People see them as just 3-and-D wings. These boys can take it off the bounce. Mikal has a mean mid-range pull-up, mid-range turnaround. OG has the same thing. He has a mid-range game. He has a turnaround jumper. This playoffs, I've been seeing this man do step-back threes. Something that he must have added to his game, because I don't really recall him doing that much past seasons. The Knicks have a lot more shot creators than the Thunder, and I don't think the Spurs are prepared to see that, especially with the way that these Knicks are playing. These Knicks are on a historic run, just steamrolled everybody in the East. They're on an 11-game win streak in the playoffs as we speak. Maybe they can keep it going, maybe not. Who knows? Only time will tell. If you're digging this finals breakdown, please do me a huge favor and smash that finals like button. It does me a huge solid, and it lets me know that you're enjoying the deep dive and analysis that I'm doing here on this channel. The next thing I want to talk about is Victor Wembanyama and Karl-Anthony Towns. Right now, the Knicks have the #1 defensive rating in the playoffs, and the Spurs have the #2 defensive rating in the playoffs. This is about to be a very, very tough matchup for each team. I predict that it'll be in the low scoring. We won't receive too many 120 games, 140 games, blowouts, or blowouts, honestly, like we saw in either series. The Knicks were going crazy on all the Eastern Conference teams. At one point, they blew a team out by 50, and then the Spurs are doing, not in Game 7, but in prior games, are doing the Thunder dirty. So, with defense comes the centers, Karl-Anthony Towns and Victor Wembanyama. I think Victor will have a little bit harder of a time guarding Cat, just because in the last series with the Thunder, he could sit in the paint, and they had Devin Vassell on Chet, and he was guarding Isaiah Hartenstein, who likes to sit in the mid-range. He doesn't really spread the floor too much. That's the total opposite with Cat. If a younger or a smaller person is guarding Cat, Cat has no problem taking advantage of that, shooting over the top, trying to back down, or making a play by passing the ball over the top of the smaller person. On the flip side, if Victor's guarding him, he has to guard him off the dribble, because what Cat likes to do when he has a bigger defender on him, like another center on him, he tries to take them off the dribble, along with Victor having to guard a three-point shot, so he has to contest. So Victor won't be able to sit in the paint and roam around freewheeling like he did in the prior series. On the flip side, Cat has to do the same thing. The problem with Cat is Cat doesn't know how to stay out of foul trouble. The good thing about this team is that they have 2 elite centers. The bad thing about this team is one elite center doesn't know how to play defense without fouling, and now the other elite center, defensive wise, we just found out he has a broken pinky finger. And you might just think like, oh, it's a broken pinky finger. What is it? What's the problem? The thing is, Mitchell Robinson may not shoot, right? But being physical, grabbing a rebound, going up, people swiping at the ball, people hitting your hand, dunking the ball on the rim. These are all factors that deal with your hand. So if you have a broken pinky finger, he plans on playing, but if you have a broken finger in general, that's going to be touch/hit a lot during this playoff series. And dealing with a player like Victor Wembanyama, who's 7'4", can shoot around the rim, shoot a mid-range, and shoot the three, and keeping him off the glass is going to be a huge ask for any center, let alone Karl-Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson. So we'll see how that matchup goes. I think it's going to be a very, very interesting playoffs or NBA Finals. I can't wait to see what is in store for us. I don't think it's gonna be as crazy as everyone says. A lot right now, the sports books have it that the Spurs are going to win the series, but I don't think the Knicks are just gonna roll over. I think that experience comes into play when it comes to the playoffs. And yes, don't get me wrong, Spurs are going crazy right now. These boys are playing out of their mind. But as far as the Knicks playing in the playoffs, and every year they've leveled up their game, I think that this isn't the final stop for them. I think they win it. I think they win it all. And if I'm being completely honest, I think they win it in 6. But at the end of the day, but that's just my take on everything. Now I want to hear from you. Who really wins this finals and why? Can anyone really stop Wemby for a whole series? Are the Knicks physically capable enough to go over the top and win an NBA Finals? Hey man, either way, one thing's for sure, Jeremy Showchan walking away with a ring. Drop your predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. If you like more deep dives like this, let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.